What up, people on the internet? My name is Kevin and welcome back to another video. Okay guys, so for today's video, I am going to be doing a video that I did a few months ago. I cannot remember when I last did this video, but it is comparing US covers to the UK covers, because let's just throw this out here. There are always a lot nicer US covers or UK covers compared to the opposite. And sometimes it really annoys me when like the UK gets like a horrible cover or like the US cover is just horrible. I just don't understand why they can't just pick one cover to do both sets in each publication country. And it would make all of us book lovers so much happier if all the book covers were the exact same. Okay, so yes, I have more book covers now that I'm going to be comparing to the US or the UK, and I'm going to say which one I think is my favorite. A lot of these books I actually haven't read, but yeah, I'm going to talk about them anyways. If you want to see my video that I did the first time of this, I'll leave a link to it down below, or leave a link to it at the end of this video, and you guys can go check that out and see the other books that I compared the last time. Okay, so the first one that I have to talk about is actually a release that's coming out very, very soon, and something I'm very much anticipating, and that is History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. And this is the US cover, the one that you've probably seen most around BookTube. And I love this cover. I love the fact there's like a person on one side and then there's another person on the other side. There's the moon, there's the sun. I think it's a really beautiful cover. I love the color scheme. And this is the UK cover. And I also think this cover is beautiful as well. And I love the way it's like kind of like waves and like the lettering is in the waves. I think this is a beautiful cover too. And honestly, I cannot pick between these book covers because I think they're so beautiful. But if I had to pick one, and the one I'm most likely going to buy, it's gonna be the US cover. Just because I think it's gonna match more happy than not. And I just love it, but I also love the UK cover. It's so pretty too. So this one's a really hard one for me because I like both of them nearly as equally as each other. Okay, so the next book that I have to talk about is This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. And I haven't read this book. I do plan on reading it because I've heard so many good things about it, and it sounds like a book that I would love myself. And this is the US cover. I really love the US cover. I think the color scheme is just beautiful. The typography is amazing. I love the fact it's like a shape of a guitar, and I just think it's such a pretty cover. And this is the UK cover. Now, I just feel like for this cover it's just too plain or too simple or something. I also think the white is beautiful. I love the red, but for some reason I'm more drawn towards the US cover. And this one is just very similar to like Red Queen to me. I feel like it's copying kind of like Red Queen. And so yeah, for that I have to go with the US cover for this one. The next one I'm going to talk about is actually one that I own, and that is You Know Me Well by Nina LaCour and David Levitin. And this is the UK cover, and it is like the San Francisco Bridge, and there's two people standing on it. Just like a yellow, pink, kind of greeny, blue, turquoisey scheme going on here. I think this cover is really nice, but this is the US cover, and I much prefer the US cover. I just think the yellow is so nice. I like how it's like this bridge again, and then there's like the water, there's like the sky with the stars and stuff on it, and I just, for some reason, I'm more drawn toward this cover. I think this cover is much prettier. They are also, once again, very similar because they both have featured a bridge on it. I prefer the US cover, but I also do like the UK cover because this is the one I have, and it was the one that I could get easy access to, but I do wish I had the US cover. Okay, so the next one, we're going back to Adam Silvera, and this time it's More Happy Than Not. And this is the US cover, and it's the US hardback with like a smiley face, yellow, the blue, the hardback as well is just so pretty with the yellow, and I just love the color scheme on this book. And this is the UK cover, and I love this cover too. Once again, with Adam Silvera's book covers, I cannot choose which one I prefer, but I was just more drawn to having that hardback than I was having a paperback, and that's mainly why I chose to have the US cover. But I think this cover is so pretty. I'm not even sure if this is like a UK only cover. I'm pretty sure it's sold in America as well, but it's just like the alternative cover. And I think this cover is so pretty. I love the splatters of different paints. I just think it's so pretty, and I honestly can't choose again. So this one, it's basically 50-50 for me. They're both just equally as beautiful. The next one I'm going to be talking about is Truth Witch by Susan Dennard, and this is the US cover and the cover that many people have and know of. And this cover is a really, really nice cover. I think it shows like a really badass character. I haven't read the book, so I know nothing about it, but it makes the character look like a badass. It makes the book look really cool. It makes it look like it's about elements and witch, like I'm assuming, because like she controls elements or something, I'm assuming, and that's why she has like the water going around her. And I just think it's a really, really cool cover. But then this is the UK cover. I really don't like this cover. I think this cover is really, really unappealing or not pleasing to the eye at all. And I don't even know what to say about this cover. I really, really don't like it. I definitely 100% would go with the US cover over this book cover any day. The next book covers that I'm going to be comparing is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir, and this is the US cover, and the cover that I think is absolutely beautiful. I love the golden typography, I love the like rainfall kind of thing, I love the way that you can see a little city in the background. I think it's such a pretty and definitely standout cover. And then this is the UK cover. Now, I am not a fan of this cover at all, probably just because I just love the US one so much. Like, this is not a bad cover at all. It's definitely a really nice cover too, with the black and like the juttering out of the colours with the two people standing in the middle. Like, it's a nice cover. There's nothing really wrong with it compared to the other one. I just love the original US cover so much that's why I'm kind of biased, but this is definitely a nice cover too, but I just would definitely go with the US cover. The next one that I had to talk about is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, and this is the UK cover. Now, this cover is just, I have no words. Like, it's just really, really, really not a good cover compared to the US cover at all. I haven't read this book either, so I have no idea what this door could have anything to do with the story, but I just really don't like this cover. Like, there's nothing really else I could say. I just don't like it at all. And this is the US cover, and this cover is so much better. The blue and the mask and the person, the typography is really nice on it. I think this is so much better cover in general, and the rest of the covers in this series are so much better than the ones for the UK. So yeah, definitely 100% US cover wins this without a doubt. The next one that I have to talk about is If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo, and this is the UK cover, and I think this cover is a really, really nice one. I love the fact that it kind of has like the blue and then the pink and then kind of like the intersection in the middle. And this book follows transgender. I think that this book cover is a really good representation for what the actual book is about, and I just love this cover so much. And this is the US cover. Now, I just really don't like this cover because I'm not a fan of people on the cover, and I just think this is not a nice cover at all. When you look at this one and then look at this, I just think the UK cover wins by like a mile. And the final one that I have to talk about is Heartless by Marissa Meyer, and this is the US cover, and I think it's very, very pretty. I love the black and like the red and the thorns kind of like bushes with like the crown in the center and then Heartless written. I think it's a really, really pretty cover. I really like it. I haven't read any of Marissa Meyer's books. I know I need to, but this cover I think is just very, very pretty and beautiful. I love the black and I just love the red. I think it's a really good color scheme working here. And this is the UK cover. Now, I don't hate this cover at all. I think this is a really, really nice cover as well. I just think it shows like what this book is about really well, because it has like, it shows practically the Queen of Hearts in the cover, so you know it's something to do with the Queen of Hearts. And for choosing which one I would have to pick, I would have to go with the US cover just because I love the black and the red. But the UK cover is still really pretty, but I would just definitely pick the US cover. So guys, that is it for this video. Let me know down below which covers you preferred, the US one or the UK one for all these different books. And other than that, I will see you guys all in my next video. So goodbye guys!